What if I told you there's a sheep breed so rare and valuable that a single one can cost over $20,000? The Ladoum breed. When you say bringing it's quite expensive, how much does it cost? If I be asked.
So, depending on the pedigree, depending on the farm you are buying, depending on the source you are getting it, depending on the pedigree, it can go $10,000, $20,000. $5,000.
For sheep?
Yeah, for sheep.
Oh my goodness! Meet Nasanna, one of Ghana's few Ladoum sheep breeders, on a mission to build one of the biggest sheep breeding farms in the country. After struggling with unemployment post-graduation from the University of Development Studies, Nasanna discovered his passion in livestock farming. Today, he owns over 50 premium Ladoum sheep, turning his passion into a thriving business. How long was it when you finished UDS?
Hey, I finished UDS 2012.
Oh, okay. Really long.
I did my service as statistical service at 2012-2013.
Yeah.
So from there, it has been hustling up and down. So easy. So easy. Well, that's the system we find ourselves in. You understand?
Yeah.
Some systems where you go,
It's structured.
You follow within those years. You know what you are heading to.
Yeah.
You get it, but in our system, no matter how well you find yourself, people are in worse situation, they are surviving.
Yeah.
You are human. The thing is that you are human. No matter the circumstances, you have to go through.
In this video, Nasanna shares how he went from 0 to 50 plus sheep, the breeding techniques behind these premium Ladoum sheep, and the massive market potential of Ladoum sheep farming.
So mostly I advise people, don't jump from, see, we are in Africa, I understand. Don't jump from here, go to East Africa or South Africa and go and bring their breeds over here. Some breeds in South Africa experience snow. In Ghana here, that breed will never experience snow. If you go and bring it here, some breeds too, mostly they pass through certain things, certain protocols. And when you come to Ghana here, you don't have the protocols. It being sheep, goat, cattle.
Okay.
A lot of people are experiencing a lot of problems. They've gone out there to go and import certain kind of cattle, certain kind of goats, certain kind of sheep. They are not telling people. And that's these people have to come out and tell you the problems. But I've been getting a lot of calls with that.
Okay.
And I have to tell you, first look at your neighbors. We are in Ghana. Look Togo, look Burkina, look Nigeria.
We are the best.
Look Senegal. Yes, look at those places first. If there's no option, that's where you can jump and go East Africa, Central Africa, down South Africa.
Conditions are different
When you bring them to, you should make sure you are giving them the conditions.
If you've ever considered starting a profitable sheep farm, this is a must watch. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video to support inspiring farm stories, share this with fellow farmers and entrepreneurs, and subscribe for more real-life farming success stories here in Ghana. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. All right, so I'm here with Mr. Nas, the CEO of Nasanna Farms, right? Yes, we have to have a conversation with him to know why he started this farm, how the journey has been, what he even farms in the first place, supposing for those who don't know. And I must say, coming here, if no one tells you there's a farm here, you won't know.
It's deliberate.
I like how the place is. So yes, we have to speak with him to know the journey so far. Mr. San, please can you introduce yourself to my people?
Okay, as you just said, my full name is Nasanna. I would say I'm the chief labor of Nasanna Farms.
Okay.
So basically what we do is we are into livestock farming, but for now, based on what the resources that we have, we're mainly on sheep farming.
Okay.
So it's an intensive sheep farm that just doing it small. Before we can elaborate.
Nice. It's like of late I've been visiting intensive places. So recently I was on Adam Farms GH.
Yeah, I think I've seen him online before.
Yes, so he too has an intensive cattle farm.
Okay.
Yes, I also visited another farm too. I don't know, I'm yet to post it. He also does, it's a cattle farming as well, but he's semi-intensive.
Okay.
He lets them go and graze, drink water. He's around that Shyman area as well.
Okay.
But yeah, please can you let us know, how did this whole journey start in the first place?
Okay, so sheep has been part of me, I think, since infancy. But along the line, you know, we abandoned through school and all that, and then after school, we were looking for something else, We're still choosing something else, but the orientation actually will determine where your focus will be.
Yeah.
But we got to a time, based on my circumstance and my situation, just with the help of my wife, which was like, this thing you have knowledge about. People call me, actually, people that know me call me about livestock information and all that.
Okay.
So we got to a time, it was like, you just have to
just focus on that.
So, as at the time I'm starting the farm, I don't know. I think I needed it mostly because of my mental health as at then.
Okay.
So it came at the right time, and then I decided to just kickstart it.
Go by it.
Yes. I didn't start here. We're in Taifa.
Nice.
We just chanced upon for it to just kickstart.
Okay.
And then me having a different vision, trying to see where I would want to take it. I just decided to just
go with it. Yeah. Sure. So the Taifa one was the one that had the wooden structure.
Yes. So we've seen that one.
Yeah, I've seen that one. So at times we're like, oh, you're building a new place. You're trying to put things together.
You have forgotten that was it.
Yeah, since then. And then like, you're putting things together. I saw footage of you building the place, trying to put.
That was when I was coming here and there, I needed to quickly finish here and then, move.
Sure. So you moved from that side and finally.
Yeah, because there were a lot of factors that was affecting the farm.
Okay.
First of all, the location. Secondly, the space. Thirdly, the housing. Fourthly, access to feed. A lot of things. So actually lost hugely over there. But I knew what I was doing. I knew the mistake that was happening.
Okay.
So I needed to make the changes. Sure. So that was why we had to invest in this.
Okay, I get you. But can you take us through schooling?
Okay, I'm a development practitioner.
Okay.
I went to UDS, World Campus. I did community development. So basically, we work with NGOs, we become diplomats and all that. Nice. So that is my field. I wanted to pursue international relations to be a diplomat, but our systems, when you come out, what you meet is different from what you perceive.
Okay.
You get it.
Yeah.
So you trying to go in this and all that, financial resources too play a part.
Yeah.
You have to try and hustle your way out and all that. You get it. So I would say our system more or less like a gamble. When you come out, you have to just keep on trying.
To see what works.
Depending on where you are coming from. Some are lucky, some are, it depends. But you have to keep on moving.
Yeah.
So that was I think after school. I did different works. I was at statistical service. I did I did a contract with ISA, Institute of Statistical Social Research at Legon.
Oh, okay.
It was just a contract. After that,
for how long?
I think it was just a one-period contract for months. Okay. So when you're a development practitioner, what you do, sometimes you take data based on project that is supposed to come. Let's say when an NGO or maybe expatriate comes, they would want to embark on a program. They would want to have data collections. Okay. Based on that findings.
So basically statistics, collection of data.
So as at then we call it galamsey. You're a freelancer, how to reach program that will come, an institution can call you. If they see how good you are, you can go on the field, collect data and all that.
Nice.
So even statistical services, when population census is happening, we have levels that they take based on your qualifications.
Oh, okay.
For data analysis and all that. So it was actually part of the work. You do planning as well. A lot of this is an integrated community development. So more or less like in any development that is supposed to happen in this world, you need a development practitioner
to be involved.
To be involved. But the job in Ghana too, we're all targeting NGOs, huge UNICEF, and all that. But getting those things to, because you'll be getting some dollars. But getting it, you need to know somebody, you need to do this. You work hard, you have the potential, but sometimes
it doesn't. I get you.
So from there, actually, people call me Nasanna because I started a brand of Nasanna. So we deal it's a fashion brand.
Oh, interesting.
So with that too, as I was going, I had a family issue that I needed to tackle and all that. So it's been on hold. So after that was why I told you that based on based on that circumstances, I realized that I was mostly at home. because of that problem. So I had to start with the sheep farm because I didn't want to sit there without doing anything. You get it? So from there, it has to, that was from there, and then now we are here.
Nice. It's been an interesting journey. Yeah. One thing I would say, sometimes, mostly when people go to school, it's like what you end up learning in school is different from when you come out. Sometimes you end up doing.
But you see, but one thing is, I don't know, but based on my course, is regards to the farming, before you can do it well and all that, there are certain information, how to grab certain information, how to do your feasibility studies, how to relate to community people, call it community entry.
Okay.
So you do all these things. In part of you can actually apply it when it comes to you before beginning of starting the farm and all that. That's like a large scale farm. So more or less, I think.
It's related.
Yeah, it's not like directly related, but it's something you can
use what you learned to assist.
Exactly. Yes.
I think I get you.
So, but there's never like a regret in life. These are all things that builds you.
Yeah.
Wherever you get with your life, you can't say you've regretted doing something, but at the end of the day, that thing led you to where you are. So,
Very true.
Now we are grateful where we are. So
nice.
I wouldn't know where the sheep farm is going to get me. You understand? More or less, like I told you, you are in livestock farming. Even though I have my projection, I would be establishing my goat and then cattle farming, more or less like some small crop farming as well. But you wouldn't know where it's going to get you.
Very true.
But as we have the vision, we have it in writing. We want to get there. That's what we are working on.
So one step at a time.
Exactly.
Eventually, you get there.
Yeah.
Nice. But how long was it when you finished UDS?
Hey, I finished UDS 2012.
Oh, okay. It's really been long.
I did my service as statistical service at 2012-2013.
Yeah.
So from there, it has been hustling up and down.
True.
It's been like how many years now? That's
like
14
or 15 years.
It's like 12 years now, right?
Okay,
after complete 22, let's say after 7, it's been like 11 years now.
Yeah. More than
so so easy. So easy. Well, that's the system we find ourselves in. You understand?
Yeah.
Some systems when you go,
it's
structured. You follow within those years. You know what you are heading to.
Yeah.
You get it, but in our system, no matter how well you find yourself, people are in worse situation, they are surviving.
Yeah.
You are human. The thing is that we are human. No matter the circumstances, we have to go through.
True.
Yeah, you pass through. So
everything you face challenges, and make sure that you go beyond those challenges.
Exactly. So that one there.
Nice. So as you were saying, you said people used to call you for livestock information and all of that. Where did that interest build from, and where did that brand or perception, or like let's say brand about livestock come from?
So my grandfather had sheep at home.
Okay.
So more or less like all the grandchildren will be part of taking care of the animals.
Okay.
Well, at first it was more or less like a punishment. You have to go looking for feed for them, you have to take care of them. But the practice that what we were embarking on as I grew, I realized that was a mistake. It was just one room. Inbreeding was ongoing. A lot of things was ongoing.
Yeah.
Animals that we take it like,
it's just
not harm. So it wasn't something that was generating cash for him, but he had other businesses that he do. He was in livestock, but it was a different level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was in the city, so they had their own level of doing their own thing. But the home one, as far as you are under his roof, you would have to. But as then, honestly, I wasn't interested because it wasn't easy.
The plan was something else.
Yeah, but when you grow, you have certain experiences, you look back to it, and then you yourself looking at your potential, you can do certain things.
Yeah.
I had friends that had animals that were open. Talking to them, I know much about it in regards to experience and all that. So more or less, like somebody can call you, oh, he's experiencing this, he's doing this. Someone tell you he wants to buy an animal, what does he have to look out for? Those things, these are things that people usually ask. So I think.
Sure.
But it's been so many years. It wasn't now. It was long ago. But I think along the line, when you have passion for when you love something, when you love animals, as you keep on growing, whatever you like or you love, sometimes you put some, how would I say, a little interest in it, or let's say you chance on an article about livestock, if you don't have interest in that, you won't read it.
Yeah. When you see it, is it like something
so,
you're interested in?
As time goes on, when you see something in relation to what you like, you look for it, and then but it wasn't something that I wanted to
do.
But
Sure.
it's now been something.
So deciding on going into livestock farming, why did you finally settle with sheep? Because you could have begun with some goats, you can start with cattle, you can start with any other thing. Why sheep?
So that was what I was saying, based on the resources I had available.
Okay.
And then looking at my environment, I realized that the sheep were gentle and then they were easy to manage. Easy to manage, not on the financial side, but easy to manage in a gentle way where I say you can have them and then your neighbors wouldn't really worry you. Depend on your neighbor actually.
Okay.
So when you realize that they are not making noise, and all that, but when you have a goat, you always have problems.
Always bleeding.
And the cattle too, you actually depend on the space. You see, it depends on the vision that you have. What I want to do with cattle farming, I've not gotten the space for it yet.
Okay.
So I have the plans, I have everything, but there is a projection that I want to have before I can, kickstart that. Okay. So looking at what I had, the best was to start with the sheep farm. Yes.
Okay. And how long has it been since you started?
I would say 21. Yes.
Okay.
2021. Yes.
So like 4 or 5 years.
No, let's see. No, we are in 2024. That's 3 years.
Oh, so I'm thinking of 2025. I don't know.
You are in a hurry.
Yeah. Funny enough, this year has moved very quickly. Like I remember when the year began. All of a sudden, October. Next month is November.
It's because you have things to do. That's why.
Okay.
You don't have anything to do. Yes.
It just ran like this year has actually been
when you have things going, the time is not sufficient.
I get you. Anyways, when I came here, I was wild. So from the post I've been seeing online, I came here, I looked at the place, I can see the pictures and all of that. This is like a very cool place, like a very cool and serene place. That I think maybe food might not be a challenge because I realized you have a lot of food right behind you.
So the food, not everything that grows there has become a food for them. So it's still a challenge over here.
Oh, okay.
So you saw the maize stocks over there. We have to grow some maize stocks as well or get from other farmers. And then you have to get how to process the feed. Apart from that, looking at the grains, looking at what we have in here, because we are not in the villages, it's hard to come by. Now people are into pigs. In urban center, people are into pigs, people are into cattle, goat, sheep and all that. So there's competition when it comes to grabbing of the feed. Yeah. So feed that are supposed to be free actually have price on it now.
Yeah.
Even chop bars are selling their cassava.
Yeah, their pills and stuff. Interesting.
So things that used to be something that it's not supposed to be generating income, it's not generating income. Yeah. So it's actually affecting us in so many ways. But you would have to have a plan.
Okay.
Okay. So you look at mostly, you see, when you look at your stock, they look at your capability of getting feed. When they are growing, you need to know that it's either you cut the number, you sell some off, then you maintain the feed, or it's either you increase your feeding.
Okay.
Because the more they grow, the more your space has to grow, the more your income has to grow and all that.
The more they eat.
Exactly. So, but feed has always been a problem in the urban center.
Okay.
Feed has always been a problem in the urban center.
Especially for an intensive system.
Yes, because intensive, you have to do like everything you have to do on your own. Yes.
Okay. So let's look at sheep farming. Actually, this is my first time doing a video on sheep farming. Okay. So it's like I have 1,001 questions in my head. And I think by the time we are done with the video, we can be able to exhaust some of them.
I hope so.
Yes. So growing up, just like goats, it's not goats. You normally see the short ones most of the time. So in my head, I knew, all goats used to have that size. And so recently, being in this, I realized their goats which are huge, big, gigantic.
Yes.
Sheep, I realized, aside from the normal ones, you see the white ones, some of them with different spot colors on them moving around. And there are some ones that are very big, very huge. I watched the video, I think that one was on goats. The person was saying that when you even cross your breed for you, charges $800 or so. So I'm finding a video like that. I was like, this is like serious business. Take us through. When it comes to sheep, what are some of the breeds you have?
Okay, so when it comes to sheep, looking at West Africa, we have the Balami. You have the Bali. You have the Chad. Sometimes the Chadians are part of. It comes more in the western side. We have the Uda, we have the Ladoum, we have the Bali Bali Horon. So yes, basically these are
The main ones.
yes, and we have the West African dwarfs. That's the what.
The white ones.
What we call it what West African dwarfs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So those are the ones that you usually see in Ghana. And,
Oh, okay. The
stray
common
photos.
ones. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So these are the different type of, and we have the Sudanese. So that's the one with the big tail.
Okay.
I don't know whether you've seen that one.
Big tail.
The tail is very fatty. Okay.
I've not seen that one.
Yeah, you have that's the Sudanese. So,
I've seen. What's been a sheep or a goat? So there's one they are motors. It's like they have extra like.
that's it. Yes,
That's that one.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
okay,
the-
okay,
that's the
okay,
Sudanese.
Okay.
Mostly from Sudan.
Okay.
So that's for West Africa. When you look at the Southern Africa, that's we have the, how do you call it? Mostly, I'm not relating with them. They have the black and white that used to come from South Africa. I think they have like three different types in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Is it a boa?
No, boa is a goat.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So in West Africa, as I said, Bali Bali, Uda, Balami, Ladoum. Also Mali are improving their Bali Bali to Bali Bali Horon. So now the size of it is actually improving. Yes.
Hey.
We have the West African dwarfs. We have the
Okay.
Chadian, we have the Sudanese. So these are the
rest ones.
yes.
I once saw a video in one of these African countries. I think those around our neighboring countries, one of them. So I saw it was a sheep farm, and the guy was a TikTok guy, and the sheep was.
Yeah, that's the Ladoum. That's I haven't seen.
The one it was huge.
When you go there, you see. When he comes close to you, that's when you see. There's
That
one
is-
here, there's one over there.
Oh,
So those
okay.
are the Ladoums.
Okay. Okay.
That's what Mali too is doing. They are improving their breed, the
Okay.
Bali Bali Horon, to get to that size.
Sure.
I think they are. They've done it. Yeah, they've done it. So
Doing crossbreeding. and
yeah.
all
So the sheep breeds. It's actually about genetics.
that. Okay.
So Ghana has been behind so many years. We weren't practicing the world, so we heavily depend on importation, and it's really affecting Ghana.
Yeah.
So we realize that when they say there's a war or there's something on the border,
Then it means there's a trouble. That's
so it's just that we were just practicing it. We had the very short ones, we were improving them.
We're okay with
we weren't
them.
actually even controlling them well. We were inbreeding, sicknesses were all over, and then there were no improvements. It's either they die early, they don't even grow fast. You get it. And when you are doing sheep breeding for business, you need to look at the time, the
Time.
duration that you are using,
okay.
and then your feeding, your resources that goes into it. So the West African dwarfs, when it's matured, at the matured of like 2 years, it can give you like 35 kg, 40 kg.
2 years.
The crossbreed ones or the advanced ones, or maybe the pure breed ones, they can actually attain that within a year.
Oh, okay.
Some even within 6 months. They attain like 40 kg, 45 kg.
Hey.
You understand? So
Yeah.
business-wise, it makes sense.
Yeah.
They if you look at a matured, let's say, matured Balami or matured Ladoum, at the age of 2 years, Ladoum can hit like 180 kg. Yes.
That's times 2 of the.
Not even 2.
More than almost 30.
Like 4 to getting to 5 times.
Yeah.
See, you have a West African dwarf. It takes the same space, it eats the same food. The problem is delaying. Within 2 years, that's when you want to sell it. And if you are going to sell it, the money is not even encouraging because of the size.
Yeah.
Let's say you have a good Uda or you have a good Balami or Bali Bali. Within a year or half a year, 1.5 years, it's matured.
Yeah.
With the speed, the size, the feeding, you understand.
Yeah.
And then it's less time.
Okay.
So it actually helps you.
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
video
So
go for it.
exactly.
it shows
Exactly.
how-
So when you're going into sheep farming, you have to relax yourself. So mostly out of excitement, people just jump.
into it.
Yes. You see, these animals, they are lovely. I don't know what God have attached humans to it. Actually, sometimes if you look at the advanced world, it's like it's therapeutic.
to have them.
Yes, when people get to a certain age, these are things that they would want to own, to live with them on the farm, to have. I think it is psychologically it helps.
Yeah.
So when people come to you and they see the animals, out of excitement, if the person have the resources, you just want to go into it. But you need to be careful.
Yeah.
Because people will sell you even crossbreeds without even your knowledge. Ones that are even also, we have sheep that you need for breeding, we have sheep that you need for meat. In livestock, we have that's what you need to consider.
Okay.
Go whether it being goat, sheep, or cattle.
Cattle.
If you are going in for meat, are you fattening? Are you breeding? So more or less like Ghana, we focus on the fattening, even the breeding, because we don't want to go into the technical aspect of it. You understand? But as we are not breeding, that's why it's been affecting us. So now
We should breed for you to come in.
exactly.
Buy.
So a lot of the sheep or a lot of the animals that comes, whether
From
it
other
be in country, sheep, goat, or cattle, a lot of them are rejected animals. Some are actually good.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Rejected.
you wouldn't
Interesting.
know. No, the reason being that a farmer would want to sell it. A farmer will never sell you his best
Animals.
For
Very
breeding,
true.
he won't bring it.
Very true.
You understand?
You want to keep
Unless
them-
you are a
quality.
very good person, or maybe he's seen potential and knew that when he gives you a very good one, you also are going to multiply it.
You waste it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if he should give you a very good animal and you come and slaughter, my friend, you are not. So mostly, we need to be careful. But they are actually in other neighboring countries, they are keen on maintaining their breeds.
Okay.
So they have pure breeds in abundance. So some of them come down here and we use them.
Oh, okay. Okay. I
Yeah,
get it.
but even with that, you have to be careful.
Which is one you go for.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I think that's good. That's a good enlightenment. So let me ask, before switching to come and start the whole sheep farming, how much capital and how many did you want to start with?
So when it comes to agriculture, there's never an actual amount of money to start with.
Okay.
If somebody should even draw a budget for you, you still know get along with it, because you see, it depends on your resources.
Okay.
Depend on where you want to start or what you have to start with. When, let's say, if I should tell you you can start with 10,000, you understand? The 10,000, what are you starting with? Is it the sheep that you are getting, or is it the land that you are getting, or is it the structure that you are getting, or is it the feed that you are getting, or is it the medication that you are getting, or is it the human resource that you are getting?
I get you.
You see, so and it differ. Somebody in Accra here doing sheep farming, the price that is going to go into it will be different from somebody in Tamale or somebody in Brown. The reason being that even when you bring a carpenter to come and work here, in Accra here, the price will be different. The wood in Accra here is different.
Yeah.
The cement in Accra here sometimes, I don't know, well, sometimes, regards to the sand that you even get is different. You get it?
I get it.
So, mostly what I advise is, you look at what you have. I can advise you, okay, do you have available land? Somebody will tell, oh, I have a backyard or have a land that I would want to do. Okay, how well do you want to go with it? How many do you want to start with? Where do you want to go with it?
Okay.
Is it that you just want to maintain a little number? When they grow to a certain level, you sell them and then you just repeat the whole process again, or what? Or is it that you want to expand? Where do you want to get it? With regards to that, I'll look at your situation, then I'll plan and then tell you what you need.
Okay.
Somebody will tell you, oh, we have a structure, an old structure. Can we more or less modify it and then start?
Yeah.
Somebody too can tell you he doesn't have a land, doesn't have nothing.
He's just now started
Yes.
from the scratch.
So depending on which land we are going to get, who we are going to get from,
Of all matters.
all matters. The price will vary.
Yeah.
So when it gets to that, I would have to advise you, probably coach you on certain things to just do. So when you know your entire scenario, you know what to start with. Okay, this is what you need. This is entirely what you need to do. Okay, so if I have this, okay, looking at me, oh, I can get this land from this person. Okay, oh, I already have land. Oh, I can get wood from here. Or maybe I can do cement. I can do a cement building. Oh, I can do maybe for feeding. Maybe I know some farmers that can actually help me. There are other circumstances that you can. So, with regards to your land acquisition, your structure, your stock, your feed, your medication, your human resources, all these things factor. So you look at your situation, then the best advice is being given to you, then you know where to go by it.
Sure. Okay, so my next question will be that since you started, this 3 years, close to 4 years now, what has been some of the challenges you say you faced
The
since
challenge is
started?
a lot. You see, in livestock farming or in agriculture, every journey and its own unique challenges. You might start the same thing. Your challenges will be different from mine.
Someone, yeah.
Because of your environment or how you take care of them and all that. So the challenges come from the breeding, taking care of them, having problems. Sometimes you might get a stock. You're very healthy looking at them and all that, but you get your time, they would have internal problems and all that. So you have challenges with feed. You have challenges with vets. They're not enough.
Okay.
And then you have challenges with medications. There are not much medications that are in for this kind of the livestock. Nutrition is also a problem. A lot. But you learn as you go on. And more or less like, because if you look at Ghana, there's no much of this going on. There's no demonstration farm that you can actually go copy and start, take advice and go on. So we are more or less like going through it.
Yeah.
The most important thing is what we get, we don't have to die with it, because that has been the problem with our forefathers. Yeah. Somebody can easily have a cuckoo medicine. You never should die and go with it. You see, so that's the problem. So we should have we should encourage knowledge sharing.
That is very key. Very key. Most people have, but they are difficult to share things.
Everybody wants to be in one corner and all that, but
be doing their thing.
You see, these things they will get your time. It's not the money you made though.
Yeah.
It's the impact that you've made. How many people you've helped? What are your footprints? Where have your knowledge been gotten to? Yeah. You understand? These are actually things that will make you satisfied. But sometimes you just go in for the money. When you get your time, you've never helped anybody. People will be looking for you for information and all that. You not be helping. And the thing is, you leave people behind you.
Sure.
You wouldn't want the same thing to be done to them.
Yeah.
You get it? So that challenges for sheep there. It comes actually depend on how you handle them, depend on your environment. So everything actually depends on your starting.
Okay.
You see, when you are starting, you have to make sure your environment is right. You get it? Yeah. Because if your environment is not right and you go along with it, you get your time. There are a lot of factors that will be affecting you.
So we get the right environment.
Yes. That's why it's mostly advised that get somebody that have certain experience to just help you through those things. Okay. The environment is the key. People wouldn't even know. The environment is very, very important. There's somebody that has gone to the mountains, up mountains, to start sheep farming and cattle farming. Do you know what was happening to him? Pneumonia was catching them during certain seasons. He never knew. So much problems. Had to go there and see. I was like, no. So luckily, I went there during that period. When you are there, you as a human, you feel it. Yeah. You get it. And we have different kind of animals. Looking at them, so God is so wonderful in a sense that every continent has its own type of animal.
Okay. And like at least the environment, they're able to adapt to the...
Yes. So you see, there's a type of sheep that have a lot of hair.
Okay.
That the whites cultivate for wood.
Yes.
During winter, that animal is okay. These animals that we have them, these huge ones, look at their hair, just not much. They can't survive those ones. But this one can survive on the desert.
Oh, okay.
You understand? Yeah. Those ones cannot survive. When they can, the heat will kill them. Because the wool exactly. So environment is key. It's very, very important.
Okay.
Because some certain problem will be coming. Ventilation is very, very important.
There has to be enough air.
Yes. Sometimes you've created enough air, but too much cold. Sometimes where you add too much heat.
Okay.
Sometimes they need the heat. So your environment is important.
True.
So it's like there are certain things you don't have to jump. Look for it. Start with that, and it will help you throughout the process.
Okay.
Even your environment determines the structure that you do.
Okay.
The amount of air you need to give
For them.
For them. You understand? So your environment too will determine the very good breed that you need to bring.
Okay.
So mostly I advise people, don't jump from, see, we are in Africa, I understand. Don't jump from here, go to East Africa or South Africa and go and bring their breeds over here. Some breeds in South Africa experience snow. Ghana here, that breed will never experience the snow. If you go and bring it here, some breeds too, mostly they pass through certain things, certain protocols. And when you come to Ghana here, we don't have the protocol, those protocols. It being sheep, goat, cattle.
Okay.
A lot of people are experiencing a lot of problems. They've gone out there to go and import certain kind of cattle, certain kind of goats, certain kind of sheep. They are not telling people. Honestly, people have to come out and tell you the problems. Because I've been getting a lot of calls with that.
Okay.
And I have to tell you, first, look at your neighbors. We are in Ghana. Look Togo. Look Burkina. Look Nigeria.
They are the best.
Look Senegal. Yes, look at those places first. If there's no option, that's where you can jump and go East Africa, Central Africa, down South Africa.
Those conditions are different.
When you bring them to, you should make sure you are giving them the conditions.
Yeah, that's very true.
There are type of animals that have gone through from more or less like 5 generations. They've gone through certain protocols. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's in their genes. When they come here and you are not practicing those protocols,
to affect your farm.
you are changing the whole narrative.
Sure. So someone is watching us and is asking, hey, sheep farming. I might be interested in going into it. But I want to know, is it profitable to do sheep farming in Ghana?
So when you look at the livestock, it being cattle, sheep, and goat, sheep meat is the most expensive. Yes.
Okay.
Sheep is in everywhere in the world.
Okay.
Yeah,
I never knew this.
Yeah, sheep meat is the most expensive. And secondly, sheep are the ones that I would say, looking at West Africa, they are the ones that when you need money today, when you need a desirable money,
it's a desirable money.
Yes, you will get.
Okay.
Because it has so many factors that people use sheep for. You look at the traditional side, they use for sacrifices, they use for spiritual purposes.
Okay.
You understand? Religious wise, people use for sacrifices and all that. And it's being used as gifts to people. You understand? It's something that like people cherish when you give them. So more or less, like you look at the economic factors of it. There are so many ways you can use sheep for.
Okay.
So when you do it well, that's the thing. For sheep, if you don't do it well, people will not get it.
Okay.
When you do it well, it's pleasing. People want to get it.
Okay.
So somebody will tell you, "Oh, sheep is not probably you haven't done it well."
Okay.
When you do a sheep well and the sheep is standing, I'm telling you, somebody that sees the sheep will want to get it.
So how high could a sheep cost?
Okay, so
I'm trying to look at
the dynamics here. Okay.
So let me just before you come in, I'm thinking in the sense of cattle. Sometimes you see some cattle, someone tell you 50,000, 40,000, 30,000, 12, like different prices, especially for cattle, especially when they are big and all of that. I'm also trying to picture when it comes to sheep as well.
So look at the size. So I understand you.
Okay.
Coming from a lay person.
Yes.
Yes, I understand you. Because any lay person that sees a livestock is thinking of meat.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously.
Yes, he's thinking of meat.
How many meat can I get from it?
Yes. So in livestock farming, we have two things. Are you doing for meat? Are you doing for breeding?
Okay.
So when you are doing for breeding, that's where the genetics plays a part. There are certain, if in advanced world, there are certain kind of animals. Some countries, there are laws that when you slaughter a certain kind of breed, you'll be arrested.
Oh, okay.
The reason being that it's a pedigree breed that your predecessors have been able to maintain. They crossbreed them. The crossbreeds are for meat. Okay. Because when you crossbreed it, it gives you a fast-growing ones, a meaty, very huge ones.
Okay.
So you maintain the pure lines to produce the ones for meat. You understand? Sometimes you might see a very huge animal, it being cattle, goat, or sheep, but it's not a pure animal. It's a crossbreed that has been able to generate that. Okay. That huge animal cannot produce what the pure has produced, even though it's bigger than the pure.
Okay.
You see, so the reason why you see the prices of cattle, somebody mentioned this price on it, is because of the size.
Yeah.
You understand? And as at that time, it's being used for meat.
Okay.
You understand? So they calculate the meat, they look at the size, and they give you the price. So if you want to, it actually affects the sheep as well, and even goats.
Okay.
So we have instances that you have huge goats, huge sheep. You understand? And sheep. One thing about the sheep is because of the spiritual side of it, like the purpose of people getting the sheep, the using of the sheep. There's a value to it.
Okay.
Somebody wouldn't mind buying it at a price of like 15,000-20,000.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Because of the beauty, the structure of the animal, you get it.
I think in terms of beauty, for all the animals, sheep, somebody seems to have like the beauty.
Yes. But when there are certain cattle, when you grow when you grow a love for cattle, even goat or sheep, I wouldn't say you can't say sheep are beautiful than cattle, because you can see a cattle, with the features and everything, you fall in love with it. So you actually
this thing I said, Adam Sons, he was like, sometimes you see the cattle, like this cattle is too nice and beautiful to sell it.
Exactly.
So he doesn't want to he just keeps them. He doesn't want to even sell it or sell it, or he just wants to keep them.
Yes, that's true. You see, when you are there's this statement that Senegalese usually say. They say every successful breeder, every successful livestock farmer has a soft heart some way.
Okay.
There isn't being that when you look at when you are breeding this one, before you realize, you wouldn't even know you are attached to them.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are certain animals that you need to slaughter.
But it's very difficult.
You won't do it. So it's these are actually part of it. So when it comes to it's dynamic. With regards to the breeding, well, you get a very good genetics. It doesn't matter the price.
Okay.
So a knowledgeable farmer, when he sees a very good pedigree, and he knows the record and history of the animal, he knows what he's going to get out of it.
The potential of it.
Yes. Give him $10,000, he can buy. If he has the structure, he have the females waiting for, he has a very good one, he can generate the money back fast.
Okay.
So we need to be knowledgeable, or we need to learn about these things, the genetics. It's very, very important. It's more or less like humans.
Yeah, everyone has a value.
You see, we have Africans, we have other race. Okay, why do we call some people Hafko in Ghana? Can Hafko give birth to somebody like you? Like not like pure. You understand?
I got it there.
You get it. So in the livestock industry, we do as much as possible to try and maintain the pure breeds. That's why in advanced world, the auction.
Oh, the auction appears.
Yeah, the auctions animal.
Hey, interesting.
Serious prices. I think the last time my boss Kafidi came here, and then I told him about the most expensive cattle in 2024.
Okay.
It was a female. She was sold for in Brazil. Was sold for $4.2 million one cattle.
Is it the one with the big horns?
No.
Okay.
No horn. This is what breed is it? I've forgotten the name. It was sold for 4.2. It was auction.
Hey.
Yes. So people will ask you why.
Just another 4.2.
Yes, $4.2 million.
Wow.
Yes. So it's genetics. In advanced world, they are advanced. When those genes enter into lab, they can duplicate that in millions. You understand? They have this multiple ovulation something MOET. So what they do is they can inject a cattle.
Okay.
And then she'll have multiple ovulation. They will inseminate her with one semen, and then it will fertilize like 8 eggs. They take the entire embryo, get a different cattle. That will just be a carrier
of that embryo.
Yes. So the cattle that is pregnant with carrying the embryos, the genes has nothing to do with what she's carrying. So it's going to bring you exactly what is being put in her. They are so much advanced. Semen, so they might auction a bull, and then somebody will buy it like $1 million. Look, or they might auction a sheep. Somebody might buy it like $100,000. But when an animal ejaculates, it gives you a lot of semen. Okay. So one cattle, in certain instances, one ejaculation can actually get can get like 300 strip of 200, and can be used on 200 cattle.
Hey,
one bull.
Just one?
Yes, just one ejaculation. So it's actually a business in certain countries.
Oh, okay.
When you have a very good breed, you collect semen, you take it to the lab, they make it in straws, then you sell them. The people import so many. Even go online, you see there are history of semen being sold. So they sell it all over the world.
That's how the video I saw. He said when he does the crossing for you, charges like $800.
But the crossing, but the crossing, you see, sometimes we need to understand our system, we need to understand our situation. Yeah. You can't be charged
$800.
Okay, well, that's it.
That's insane.
In some countries, that's not how they started. That's not where. If you have a projection, you want to help people.
Yeah, obviously.
You understand? Obviously. Yeah, even though how much you got it is expensive, but you need to also think about the scope at which you want people to benefit. You understand? Yeah. Compassion in every situation it pays, but it takes time before it pays. Sure. Sure. So when it comes to genetics, it's very, very important. When you are we have advanced labs and all that, we could be making a lot of money.
So as I'm talking about the genetics and the labs and stuff, I'm trying to let me play a devil's advocate a bit. So even for dogs, people breed several varieties of dogs. They can take this one and blend and do this one. And people are like, sometimes those who even breed overdo it. It's like,
so you realize that those things it actually has to be calculated. That's why they bring certain things that is like more or less like something that is bad. Yeah. Because you do certain crossing, and it ends up bringing you something you are not supposed to even have at home.
Yeah.
You understand? Abnormal yes, yeah, abnormal animals. So you need to know what you are doing. You just don't go and then be doing anything. The whites have tried though, during their era of trying to bring breeds and all that. They've tried a lot of things.
Yeah.
In labs, trying to do so many things. But the successful ones were little. You understand? So you as a layperson, you can't just go and bring, as you are saying, this dog and that. That's why they don't even last long.
So let me just complete my question. So when they come to crop farming, there are seeds that they call GMO.
Yes.
Which they said they are made in the labs and all of that.
Yeah.
And each and every time people are against it. If you go to the US and other advanced countries, they always complain that the fruits they are eating, they are not fresh, they are not natural. Like there's a difference. Sometimes when they come here and eat what you have in here, they can really feel like there's a difference between them.
So when you look at the crops, it's different from animals.
Okay.
You get it? The animals, you are breeding the animals.
Okay.
You give them, depending on the feed, depending on how you take them, it determines the meat that you get.
Okay.
So there's a cattle called Wagyu.
Wagyu.
Yes. So that one is the most expensive meat. They can cut something small like this, $100.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay.
So they have there's a way they breed them. There's a way they give them certain kind of feed. If you go in certain advanced world, they will tell you, for me, I'm practicing only grass-fed animals. Somebody will tell you he bakes with grains.
Okay.
You understand? So the animals is different. When you look at the crops, the GMO, the ones that they will go into lab and then they will do their own thing. It was actually for a global control.
Okay, for the animals.
Because in US there are certain seed you can't even grow it to the seed level. You get arrested.
Hey.
Because they own the patent. And then, so when you grow, you'd have to come back and come and get another seed
From them.
from them. So it's you know, there's so much politics when it comes to the crop, the formulation of those GMOs and all that. You get it. They've in the name of fast growing, the name of getting to meet the rising population. You understand? So when they do those things, they realize that they put so much money into it. They want to patent those things. You get it? So you need to come for seeds. You need to come every time, more or less. And people that control food, they control the people. So it has its own politics and all that. When it comes to these genetics, when it comes to animal, the thing is, they are very good ones that when you get, you are good to go. And luckily for us in Africa, we are so blessed. There are so many good genetics. Where if you do 1 or 2 calculations and then we crossbreed, we are going to get something.
Beautiful results.
This Ladoum they started engineering the Ladoum, then it's not like in the labo. Started engineering from 1970s there. By the 90s, they successfully had a very good length, size, fast growth rate, and they maintain it.
And since then, they've kept.
So these are things we also need to do. With regards to what we have ourselves. Okay, let me try and get some from Burkina. Let me see how the results will. So we have, we have technical people that knows this. In Ghana here, trust me, there are knowledgeable people in Ghana here.
You can be able to.
But the work is not done. It's like I don't know whether the support is not there or they don't have the resources and all that.
The resources.
So you'll be thinking that there are no like people with expertise here. Yeah, we have them.
I think resources, and sometimes I think in that part of the world, you see the way I'm talking about people breeding some special kind of animals for them to look good. Here, we might not care. Let's say someone wants to come and buy a particular animal, maybe salad time, wants to come and buy. He might not necessarily be looking at, this breed or that breed. He wants a good animal to go and consume.
So the education has to mainly on the farmers. When farmers understand genetics, they know what to breed for the market. Because a lay person can see, that's what I'm saying, he's coming for meat. He doesn't care whether meat and beauty. You understand? So as the farmers, when we have the knowledge, we know that we have this very good pure breeds that we are crossing with this one. So the cross breeds, we know we are giving the market the cross breeds.
We are keeping the
we are keeping them for other farmers. You understand? So the education really needs to be on farmers. For people that want meat to eat, they don't care. They want to get meat to eat. So the demand is always there. It's now left for the work to be done. As humans are there every day in the meat there.
You consume. Very true. Very true.
So these things actually factor into cattle, sheep, and goats. They relate.
Yeah, I realized.
So they relate. So exactly what need to be done to this has to be done to that to improve them all.
Okay. So we actually look into details, going to do a video on how to start a sheep farm, where you can expand and talk more on these things for us, for people to get it. So yes, second Steve, we'll be looking at that one as well. But someone is watching us. Someone will be inspired by what you are doing and say, I want to go into it. You're also looking at, if I'm doing sheep, is there market for it in Ghana?
There's always market for livestock, cattle, sheep, and goats. There's always market for them. I have a guy that I know of. He's always keeping sheep. Whenever he needs money to do today, you carry it to Ashama.
And go and sell it.
Go and sell it and come. So he doesn't joke with sheep. That's for him. It's working for him. That's why I'm saying that get a good breed. When you get a good breed, there's always market for it. Today, if I want to clear all these ones, I can clear them.
Easily clear them.
Because I have good
available
breeds.
Market for it.
People call me every day in the art. So now I'm planning to get stock that I can actually sell because their cost is too much. I want this, I want that, but and these are money that are going that I need to make good use of. You understand? So with regards to that, I need to travel certain places, look for the very good ones that I would use to bring them down. Because when it comes to livestock, the moment you sell a livestock to somebody, you are forever attached to the person. If I should give you a sheep to breed, that's for breeding, but for meat, that one is your matter. If I give you something to breed, I'll tell you not to call me, but you call me. The animal, oh, it's not eating well, oh, what should I do? Animal is not, you know, that kind of thing. So when you're going into those sectors too, you need to be always welcoming as well. Okay. Just make up your mind.
Sure.
Because people also want certain assistance with that.
Okay. It makes sense. So, if there's any advice you give to people who want to venture into the business, beginners out there, what?
In fact, I want everybody to come on board.
Okay.
The more we are, the better for us. Because when it comes to regulations, when it comes to policies, we will get the help because we have the numbers. You understand? But when you are coming, the fact that I want you to come doesn't mean I won't tell you the truth. That's the problem we have in Ghana. They will tell you, come into poultry, come into sheep, come into goat, but they are not telling you the real deal on the ground. You need to get the information to know what you are going to face. Trust me, when it comes to livestock, it's a long-term thing. You might start livestock 2 years, you wouldn't even sell.
Yeah.
Based on your aim. You understand? You might start livestock and then within 1 year, you've started selling, depending on how you want to go with it. You might have like one cattle or one sheep, and then let's say you have one bull, and then you have like 4 cattle. Within a year, maybe they've given you 4. Yeah. You don't want to even go again. Okay. The 4 within another year, before this one will get pregnant, and these ones are mature to sell. Well, somebody will tell you won't sell it. You would want to cross all the 8.
Okay.
Yeah. Someone will tell no, I want to sell the 4. My space is small.
Sure.
So you get it. Yeah. So it being a long-term thing based on your projection. You see, sometimes we go out there to get certain breeds, but you need to try and engineer your own breeds so that you know your problems. Okay. So when you have 100 females that you know no knowledge or history about, and then you have 100 females that you know history, you know where they are coming from, you know that you bred them. With that, you have a certain advantage over the ones that you don't know. Yeah. Because the one that you know, little problem, you know what is affecting them. Yeah. You get it. Yeah. So in breeding, you try as much as possible to breed what you have, like the stocks that you have, so that they will be multiplying whatever you be getting.
Sure.
So for me, I will encourage people to come into the livestock, but it's not an easy journey.
Okay.
You have to. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. But when you are successful to certain level, I haven't even gotten there.
Okay.
You understand? I've seen projection. I've seen people that are making it. Okay. The fact that somebody has been able to make certain kind of money, it's possible for anybody to also make that kind of money.
It's possible.
You see, So I'm also looking at it to get to that. But it's just that I'm certain steps ahead. Somebody can also start, but we can all go.
Yeah.
You see, so it's a very good thing, but you need to get certain resources, you need to get certain things done, so that when you start, it helps you. Okay. Because when I started with the wooden one, there were so many problems. I needed to change and go to, because when you do structure, you make a structure whereby within 4-5 years, maintenance is low. Okay. Because see, in livestock, try as much as possible that when you do, not much money will be going into it because the period is long. You understand? So you realize that somebody will just try and do some and then start something small. But every day in, day out, he's buying nail, he's buying wood, you're broken here, he's doing this, he's doing that. You've not gotten the thing right. Yeah. So the structure, sometimes when I'm constructing it, people, because of the primitive mind, why are you doing this structure? Why? You just animal.
This thing
but just get it done. It's not easy to do it, but just invest in it. When you do it, trust me, it can take you a very long time. Your cash will not go in on that side. Yeah. All you have to be doing is medication maintenance. Yeah.
This is said. I understand it perfectly. The same Adam farms, he used to cut him. As he said, these things are related. Yeah. So he was saying he was building an intensive structure for them. People were complaining, you waste a lot of money doing this thing. They didn't have the vision. And it was like people discouraged him when he was doing it, putting up that structure. Yes. But he understood what he wanted to do.
So when I was bringing the Ladoum sheep, I have people that were telling me, you bring Ladoum, it's expensive. Ghana here, nobody, but see, somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
You get it? When you bring it and then you explain to people that are capable of also doing the same thing, when they understand and they see the potential into it, they also go into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the thing there, there's more to it. It's interesting because it's like this. You get it? But it's interesting. The experience you gather, there are values you make of yourself that nobody will give you that value.
Okay. So let me ask you on these two questions. So over here, would you do what specifically are you doing? Breeding or how do you call it?
So I'm doing breeding. I just have some for fattening. So the fattening actually depend on the duration or depend on what you are targeting. So for fattening, you can easily go to market, look at a very good breeds, bring them, fatten them for a short while, and sell them off.
Okay.
That is easy to go, but sometimes somehow too is dangerous. The capital that goes there, and this one too, the breeding as well too, is dangerous in certain way because when you bring them at infancy, or maybe you get 2 or 3 females, you nurture them. After that, you breed them. After breeding, they give birth. You take care of it. So it's technical.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. More goes into their breeding than the fattening. That's why a lot of people go into the fattening.
The fattening
and the returns are fast. Somebody within 6 months, you go 2 times, then you are still breeding. You understand? But the knowledge and the things that you are gathering, looking at projection like some years to come, what you can control is what is important.
Okay. So one last one. The Ladoum breed. When you say bringing it, quite expensive. How much does it cost? If I may ask.
So depending on the pedigree, depending on the farm you are buying, depending on the source you are getting it, depending on the pedigree, it can go $10,000. $20,000. Yeah, $5,000.
For sheep.
Yeah, for sheep.
Oh my goodness.
So mostly it's priced in CFA. So depending on pedigree, you might get like a 3-month-old for like $2 million or $3 million. 3 million CFA or 2 million CFA. So as a million CFA now is like around 25,000 cedis.
Oh, okay.
So depends. Sometimes you can get a sheep for 50,000 cedis. You can get a sheep for 40,000 cedis, 30,000 cedis, 70,000 cedis, 100,000 cedis.
Quite.
Yes.
Interesting.
But when you are bringing that sheep, make sure you have some things that you are going to multiply fast.
So at least you can make your money out.
When you sell all those ones, So if you bring a sheep of 6 months in here, and then you already have like 100, let's say 100 females. So you categorize them in 10s.
Okay.
You understand? So the male will just be working. This month it goes here, it goes there. So there's a whole lot of structure you can go by it. You get it. So me, I took it upon myself that I would make the research by buying them.
Okay.
So I learned the hard way. By now I should be multiplying them anyhow. But as at then, I didn't have even the capacity to get a lot of females for the males. But I've learned a lot.
Okay.
In regards to how to handle them, their feeding, the way they grow, and a lot of it. Because with regards to that history, I wouldn't get it anywhere unless I do it.
Okay.
My aim was if I get like not less than 30 Ladoums. That was the aim. But if you look at the budget, it's so you start with like 4 or 3.
Okay.
When you get money, you buy one beer and add. You understand? But you are learning from it. Imagine losing a Ladoum. I've lost. There's no one. It's not. I'm telling you, there's a Ladoum I had that I knew the male that was pregnant with twins. They scanned for me. She came to me and then she had miscarriage. 2 babies, strong babies. I'm telling you.
Hey, this is serious.
I lost like matured female, very huge, bigger than all the females that I had. I lost her.
Wow.
During transportation, that's the problem.
Bringing them in.
I had another female. The dad is called Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Yeah, very tall, I lost her.
Damn.
So, you see, but I'm not giving up. These are things that are
challenges
that comes with it. So I need to you learn, you go through it.
I get you.
Because it's so well, it's so easy, but you can't go through. Wow.
Charlie,
As
I
far
get
as
you.
you
I get you. I
you go
get
to
you.
it.
I get you.
So so now the Ladoum is the most expensive ship.
No.
I would say, in Africa
Okay.
because of how huge they are, how fast they grow, and then where they are coming from. Because the people have so much value attached to the Ladoum. So when people have they do annual competition for them.
Oh.
Yes. So the best takes some rewards and all that. Award. Yeah. And it actually helps the farmers. I know this person has this. He won this year. So I'm looking for the offspring for him.
Okay.
So next year I'll tell people that the first person and with the second person I bought them and then I crossed them. So I'm having something big.
Okay.
So it's like encouraging them. So everybody is bringing a pedigree Ladoum. Very, very, you understand? So, and it helps them.
I get you.
So it's fascinating.
It's fascinating. Actually, I think a lot of questions are coming back, but let's try to wrap up. We'll look at more the way I'm taking it around the farm, so the people who are watching us to also see that.
Sure.
But in the next years, where do you see Nasanna farms going? What's the vision? What's the plan?
Okay, so the plan is to have a site where I can expand.
Okay.
The aim is to have to be controlling in thousands. Yes.
Okay.
So controlling thousands when the lambing season gets in, you know you are seriously doing it. So when you have them in number, it actually help in planning and all that. So the goal is very huge. I would want to feed a lot. I would want to even export.
Oh, okay.
Yes. As I'm speaking to you, there are a lot of countries that are in need of constant supply of sheep.
Nice.
Oman, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Qatar. There are a lot of them. A lot of
the
countries.
lados they are looking for.
No. They just want sheep, constant, very good sheep meat.
Oh, okay.
For meat, not for breeding.
Okay.
They want for meat. So constantly, it's just that's a problem. We don't have them in much in Africa. Like we don't do them
Large quantities.
large quantities. That's why we are encouraging for breeding.
Okay.
If now a country is telling you he need 1,000 sheep every month. Can you get it?
These are huge numbers.
Exactly.
Okay.
Very good one. So 1,000 every month. So within a month, gathering even 200 sheep is not small.
It's no joke.
Easy. So it's a number.
I get you.
For the demand there. When you do it well, there's always a demand. You just have to look for it.
Okay.
It's just like the crop farmers you are telling me now. You see, there are certain entities, the malls, that are waiting for vegetables that they will always be getting fresh in the quantity that they will need. The malls are looking for these things.
Yeah.
But is there a constant supply? Because they know, when they have a constant supply, they can rely on you.
No, they're very true.
So
don't joke with their so while they are going for you, they know that you are supposed to supply.
So the vision there is very big, not for only sheep, for cattle, for goats.
Okay. So these are related.
So it's actually something that I would want to really do it very hugely.
Okay. I wanted to ask you if there's any other crops, types of farming you would consider apart from sheep.
Apart from livestock.
Apart from livestock.
There are a lot. When it comes to grains.
Okay, maize.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Grains is something I would love to venture into it. But it has its own thing that you have to plan and then focus on. Because you see, when you look at certain crops, it helps in livestock farming.
As feed. Okay.
So when you are growing them and all that, you can use them. Even processing of oil, this sunflower oil. Sunflower is a very good protein for
sheep.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Soya bean is a very good protein for sheep. So when you extract whatever you are extracting, the byproducts you give to them, it helps them in growing.
Okay.
So you need to know all this. There are a lot of crops that when you go into it and you process it, whatever you get out of it is also a feed for this one. So it can go hand in hand.
I get it.
When it comes to livestock, for them, they can survive on greens. So even if there's farming, there's problems, and you have certain grasses and everything around, they can survive.
Okay.
You get it? Unlike other probably birds, you need to get certain special feed for them. But you know, so mostly I encouraging people to try and then just look at it. If you think you can go into it, why not?
Sure. Okay, so we'll end this first part of the video here. The next one, I'm going to look at tour the farm. Honestly, it has a very beautiful farm. I like the way it is. If you are honest around you, you know that there's a livestock farm here. A very nice farm. And I like the way you post on social media. If someone comes here, the feeling is different from when you see it on social media.
Yes.
Very two different things.
Yes.
So I like what you have
we
here.
made it in a sense that people can actually come for excursion. So I have friends that have expatriate that comes around.
Okay.
So they come and see what we are doing, more or less like to have then we have schools that want to have their children coming in to see how it also builds them, and then for them to see other avenue of making money and all that. You get it? So more or less like it's a demonstration farm where we do a little tourism around. You get it? That's why we've been able to.
Sure. So as I say, you can't wait to see the farm. Even myself, I can't wait to start looking at the places. So yes, we'll be uploading that after this video. So make sure you stick and stay. But in the meantime, kindly like the video for me. So like Charlie's YouTube can promote it to other people to watch and be inspired. Share. There are people out there who, at least listening to Nasanna, will be interested in going to sheep farming. You know, a friend or two who might be interested in sheep farming. He has the vision that I want to go into livestock farming, and sheep is what I want to do. Can share this video with him so that they can watch and be inspired and subscribe. The goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers, so please subscribe and let's go together. Before this video ends, at least as we are talking about sheep, goats, and cattle, there's a video I did on cattle farming with Adam Farms GH. You can check it. It will be linked in there. Watch it. At least you can also learn one or two things about it as well. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.